not that like drama matters deeply, but again, there was some. And you've got, the best quarterback on the planet out there, and you're sitting one of your cornerbacks for once again, no friggin' idea why. J.C. Jackson was active, did not play. Nobody knows why. In fact, he wasn't even seen for most of the game, right? Outside of warm-ups, was he on the sideline
Yeah.
or
So
for a period of time?
Alex Barth actually went through to look at the pregame because they'll like film what's going on when they're warming up. JC wasn't on the field. Players
Not
said they
even
saw
for
him in the
warm-ups.
locker room, but he wasn't on the field for warmups or anything. I will say this situation is so out of the ordinary, and the fact that people saw him here and he didn't play, I don't want to
Yeah,
speculate too heavily,
maybe it's an
because
illness.
I think, and Karen Gregan said that I think it was a personal matter, I believe, is what it was said specifically. So,
So
I don't want to touch that. It is what it is. It's a weird situation with a player whose availability has been shaky going back to when
yeah,
he was benched against Commanders and then didn't travel to Germany.
yeah, and again, he didn't play. Here's what Bill had to say on it. Again, we don't know, and nobody's saying anything, but we have no idea what happened here.
Was J.C. Jackson available today?
No.
And what happened that he was active for the game but wasn't available?
He wasn't available.
And why was he active for the game?
He wasn't available. Just leave it at that.
FanDuel is the exclusive wagering partner of the CLNS Media Network. Right now, new customers get $150 in bonus bets with any winning $5 moneyline bet. FanDuel, official partner of the NFL.
The way he responded made me just like, I was like, I'm scared that it might have been something,
Maybe it could be. Nobody knows. It's not worth speculating on. As you said, the track record with some things hasn't been great there. But again, there could be something going on behind the scenes we don't know about. Just another weird little wrinkle to a weird little season that we've gone on. Also, worth talking about. And I don't know what we're doing here anymore with this stuff. I really don't. Like, decided, not decided, mostly decided, who knows? Nobody. So, all week long there was reports going on about, that he's, starting with Tom Curran, and then others have kind of speculated or reported similar things along the way that, decisions all but made up top. It's really more a matter of how it ends rather than if. Rapoport today comes out and says, well, future's not quite decided. I don't know what to believe here. I'll ask you this. In your opinion, is there anything that Bill or the Patriots can do with this ragtag group here down the stretch that could save a job? How much better could you expect to do today? With Bailey Zappi as your quarterback, limited all over the place, injuries on the offensive line, injuries to your defensive backfield. What are you expecting to do here beyond what the Patriots did? Like, I understand, like, embarrassing losses like you've suffered throughout the course of the year, and that's several, including what happened in Germany, which many people are talking about as a last straw. That's like your Brandon Staley moment. You give up 63 to the Raiders, and you've got people grumbling in the locker room. It's clear that you've lost the room. Bill Belichick has not lost the room. And so I don't think that that's the issue here. I just don't know what he can do with this group that would change a mind at this point. Like, that's the part I don't understand. Like, and you've probably known for a long time here what you're going to do. Or that you don't know what you're going to do, and it has nothing to do with how the games go. You just want to talk to the man after the season and see what comes out. And if there is indecision, it's based on that. Like, I got to talk to Bill and figure out where we're at with this thing, But I can't believe that anything that they can do on the field here can save a job if it was already decided that it's gone.
I don't think so. And I think that they were resilient, the defense today. Like, yeah, they had their lapses, but like, right. And I thought today was going to be like, if they had shut down pretty much Mahomes or like held them under 20, that's something Belichick can put on the table. And it's like, this is the best quarterback playing football right now. And look what I did to him. Like, you really want to fire me? You sure we don't want to figure something out? That was what my mentality was. Like, if there was going to be anything, it's what you do against the Chiefs. I don't think they were good enough. And this is something that is going to get muddled up in the cards because the defense played well for the most part. The offense handed them a short field, which is how the Chiefs ended up scoring 27 points. Where before that, they probably would have just scored 20, which is still pretty impressive. And I thought the defense did a lot of really good things. But at this point, with the injuries to the offensive line, with Bailey Zappi starting, Hunter Henry has been banged up for a while. This isn't like new. He's been hurt for a while, kind of on and off the injury report, whatever. And his knee, we could see it. Like, he's a tough dude. Hunter Henry gets a lot of crap because he's not as athletic as people thought he was going to be, myself included when he got here. He's not as good of a run blocker. Like, he's been a disappointment, especially relative to his contract. But that dude is tough as hell. He played every game last year, despite I know he was going through a lot of significant injuries. He's toughed it out this year. Like, I want to give him his flowers because I thought he was going to leave the game a few times before he actually did. Even after his first touchdown, you could see he was hurt. Like, he looked like he was like, oh, God, I felt that. And then celebrated after, but looked banged up. So, one of your most reliable guys is hurt. All the receivers, literally all the wide receivers are banged up, except for, I think, Jalen Reagor. Farrell Brown is banged up. You got Mike Gesicki, but he's not really having much of an impact. You're down to, Kevin Harris had the touchdown. I'd love to see more of him. But you're down to him and Zeke, and I don't think JaMychal Hasty saw a snap. I think he was just depth. So I don't think you can expect much more from your offense than you've already gotten, even if Bailey does get better, because pass protection is not going to be there. And the defense, I think, they're good. I think they're still going to continue to ball out, and they're going to want to finish on a high note, because why would you want to be such a competitive defense and play so well and then just stop trying at the end of the season? I think that they're more professional than that, and I think they have more pride in what they've done so far. But yeah, offensively, man, I don't know how this team, maybe against the Jets, obviously, because Zach Wilson is reverted to his pumpkin status, but this team is who we thought they were. I don't think they proved anything different.
Yeah, it's I don't think they did, and again I go back to the kind of the fight, the defense showing the fight. I wish Belichick would do a little bit more of the same thing regarding what they did there. With the fourth downs and going for it and being a little bit more aggressive and not just folding up the tents when they think things are going poorly. It just I just don't fully get that portion of it there.
He doesn't want to see this offense any more than we do. That's the truth. Belichick's like, please, I don't need to see anymore.
I know. I simply don't understand it. I'm really struggling to understand that part of it here.